hi everybody, and today is November the 1st, and we're here in Pigeon Forge. And for Pigeon Forge, you know what this means, Dawn?
Christmas!
Christmas in the Smokies. Yes, guys, you're saying, well, Halloween just got over with.
Christmas in the Smokies. I don't know if you've ever been to the Smoky Mountains, Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge, but it certainly is. I ain't gonna use the word magical. It's wonderful. Let's just say that. It's an experience that you won't get anywhere else. I mean, you could get close, different versions of it. I mean, Asheville, North Carolina is beautiful. Helen's definitely very nice. Very pretty town, very festive for Christmas. But Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge are just phenomenal. And there's so much to do. There's so much to do there. It's very atmospheric. It's like, I think they got, I don't know, 1 million or 2 million lights between Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg. And it starts usually around, it used to start around November 15th and go all the way to February 15th, the Christmas season there. And it certainly is a treat. They have every kind of restaurant you could ever imagine, every kind of ride you could ever conceive, every kind of attraction you could ever just fantasize about, pretty much, for lack of better words. And every gift shop, a lot of Christmas gift shops, a lot of different types of rides and attractions, certainly a lot of cottages up there you could rent, and hotels. They got bumper cars in Pigeon Forge, they got Dollywood, they got, you know, they even have fast food there, they got full service, they got everything, all right? But you got to go check out the Christmas store in Pigeon Forge. It's definitely worth checking out, but there's a lot of Christmas stores in Pigeon Forge, and also Christmas and or gift shops in Gatlinburg. A lot of Christian gift shops too. So it's definitely something to check out, Gatlinburg. Once you do, you're gonna want to go back. Once you do, you're gonna want to go back and keep on coming back. It's like, and y'all come back now. You hear they got whiskey distilleries, and you could sample those, and it's just phenomenal. It's just a wonderful feeling you get when you're there. It's almost like you feel God's presence. I always called it God's country. Of course, this is God's world, but you know, it's like it's almost like you feel closer to Him when you're there. And the excitement of being there. They even have a Ripley's Aquarium Museum. They got Ripley's like haunted mine ride. They got a haunted house, mysterious mansion. They got Christ in the Smokies, which is actual wax museum. And you definitely feel Jesus' presence there, God's presence there. A wax museum showing the birth of Christ all the way to His death and ascension into heaven. And it's narrated room by room. Definitely a holy experience when you go see that. But you see the Christmas trees and the lights are everywhere. And it's just a great feeling to be there. I've been there many times, and quite frankly, I wouldn't mind having a second place up there. We were in Gatlinburg. I always wanted to kind of live there, to be honest with you, from the first time that I went there, back in 1993. So Dollywood's there, that's worth checking out, very nice, and Dollywood gets very festive as well for Christmas. Let's just face it, the whole area, Smokies, they even have a Santa's Land, which is an amusement park, over there in Cherokee, North Carolina, which is just south of Gatlinburg. You would have to go through the Smoky National Park, which would take you forever and a day because the speed limit's like 20. But it's still a wonderful view nonetheless. So you see what's going on here, and it's just a sample. They need to show more of this. And Johnny Cash actually sang about Gatlinburg, didn't he? In one of his songs, I know he did. And a lot of country stars live up there or have a second home up there, and they have restaurants named after them. Ronnie Millsap even had one before. I mean, it closed up, but now someone else took it over. They have Dick's Last Resort, where you go there and you get insulted. Of course, they're going to get ripped a new one if they try to insult me or Ma. But it's just for fun, you know, Dick's Last Resort. I've yet to check that one out. But so many attractions. The Hatfields and the McCoys, Dinner Feud. So many dinner, Stampede's another dinner one. Let's see, they have a Titanic attraction, gigantic one over in Pigeon Forge. They have a Heli Weird Wax Museum, gigantic. And on top of it, it's King Kong's on top of the building. I mean, they go all out. And Wonderworks, which is an upside-down building, but there's a lot of neat stuff in there. I've been to the one in Orlando. So there's just so much you can do. Either you're going to have to stay a really long time and bring a big wallet, or it's just another y'all come back now you're here. There's even an island over there in Pigeon Forge, a small one with stores on it and other stuff. I haven't checked that one out yet, but take a look. Very countrified up there, and it's just a wonderful feeling. And it's just so much to do. A great place to take your the family, great place to take your honey. You see what I'm saying? At any rate. And I'll show Helen again. Helen's great too. But I'm not sure how much nightlife or how lively it is during the Christmas season, but I do know they decorate it. It's very festive there too. But Pigeon Forge is just going to have nonstop. I mean, they're going to have visitors there in the cold, in the snow, in Christmas, in the heat, in the summer. I mean, it's just year-round, 24/7, because it's a great place to see. It's almost like, I don't want to say Disneyland or Disney World in the mountains, because I used to say that a lot, but it's like many different attractions from just everything. It's all nestled in. It's one big giant amusement park. It seems like, you know. Lots of hotels too, from the inexpensive to the posh, to very nice cabins overlooking the Smoky Mountains. Is that a Shriners? Because it looks kind of depressing. It must be a Shriner thing. So like I was saying, Christmas trees, Christmas lights. Go look up. Just type in Gatlinburg. Go look it up on the internet, or go look it up on SensorTube, and you'll get a plethora of videos on there. Whatever you do, though, don't stay at the Sidney James. I'll tell you that. They make you look good on the internet, and it was a horror hotel that we stayed at. And that's, that can happen anywhere. But I have a video on my channel about that from 2017. Unbelievable. I was getting eaten up in the room from bugs. I don't know what the heck it was around there, but it was a total nightmare. But they have a lot of nice hotels there in Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge. I just threw that as a side note because I would hate for you to be looking at it online thinking it's wonderful, and it's not. It wasn't when we were there, the Sidney James, that is. But they have a village in Gatlinburg right there they're showing you. They love to make their, taffy right there. They have the pancake pantry that we went and ate at. Met a guy named Jack, very nice fellow. He needs to return some calls. He needs to start initiating a little bit. But the village is like a European flair to it. Very European. They even have a German deli in there, very small and quaint. And you could eat upstairs. Like I think that's where I had my first, Reuben? It was a very good Reuben back in like 93. And back in 93, I was then married to the Georgia Beach, but we actually had that town to ourselves, because back then during the fall and Christmas time, or actually it was fall, it was around, I'd say, November. It wasn't really busy around then, but now, yeah, it's busy. It's busy. It's continued busy, and it's growing. They add more hotels, and there's so much to Gatlinburg, it isn't even funny. But this is a great place to spend Christmas. Of course, I'm getting interrupted. I'm always getting interrupted. But take a look at this and do your own research. But Gatlinburg's a great place to go vacation, especially Christmas time. All right, and there's more, just another look at it. The village is European. Go look that up. It's wonderful. But you see how festive it is, right? I know, they check in and they check out. How many of you have been to Gatlinburg? How many of you have not been to Gatlinburg? Huh? I'll tell you what, they got Ripley's, believe it or not, museum. They got Guinness Book of Record in there. By the way, they have you wouldn't think with all the Trump hating lately from quite a few of these commies, you wouldn't think that Guinness would actually have a Trump Guinness lifelike statue or whatever in there, and they do. And they do. So that's what's cool. But this is just focusing a lot on the Christmas aspect of Gatlinburg. But go look it up. It'll make your head spin. It'll make your head spin. One of my favorite places, period, and especially for Christmas time. Take your kids there. They'll love it. They'll love it. All right. I'll be profiling another one soon enough for this Christmas season. We had enough, negative, always making videos of all this doom and gloom out there. I think we need to just step back and see what's out there that's nice and pleasant, and think on those things. You see what I'm saying? See that? Ripley's Aquarium. Go check it out. Go check out Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge. Merry Christmas.